and welcome to Frank's School. This is the 13th year, 31st video, 31st day, first video, and I'm resuming the State of the School 2023. That I predict that might take, well, it'll be a playlist. I stopped in a way because I went to start another playlist, fossil fuel free home heating, and that I'm close to the point where I can pause on that or even stop or finish it. But I did that because the furnace had an issue and it was timely. Let me see how fast I can go through this. The west and east pastures. What I'm dealing with is describing the enormous amount of work I got done last year. Well, in the west pasture and the east pasture, I re-ditched them with the help of the pigs. I mean, I put the pigs in there. And I did some new ditching. Over here, east, a lot of it was re-ditching. In the west, a lot of it was new ditching, but it was mixed. And probably 7 acres, maybe 8, maybe 9 acres was done that way. So that was one thing. I'm going to get rid of these as I go because it makes me happier. Pruning. So much pruning to be done. And the pruning with loppers, well, a lot of it was fencing. I just suddenly stopped because the pump kicked in and I just let it run. Now I'm back. Now, let's see. Chestnut. So the pruning, down at the pond was completely closed in with vegetation. And that's fine for a lot of the sides, but we always used to use the northern side for swimming. And to get that back to usable again, I had to cut a whole lot of alders out of there, and the pigs could only do so much to help. So that took a lot of work, but the pond is reusable. And there's also the pasture above the pond. That took a lot of pruning, and not a lot. The chestnut raft, well, that is not so much related to the pruning. Cleaning up some chestnut logs I had, I decided that I would build a raft out of them. And so I'll mention that. That was mostly fun, but it was a bunch of work too. And then the pond, I had to do some fencing around the far side of the pond. Got it. It's not quite done actually. I'll have to work on it more before I comfortably let the pigs go there. Now, broken things. Right at the end of the year, at the end of 2022, some things broke that made things quite difficult. One was the barn door. When I went to load pigs, to ship pigs, the barn door came off the end of the track. To get it back up on there was a big job because I had to do it in a hurry because the truck was going to come to get the pigs. And in the process, something else broke, and that was my back. It didn't break, but I pulled so many muscles in my back and legs that I was probably a month. I don't remember now, maybe more than a month. This is from Thanksgiving to almost Christmas before my back was really quite right again. So the barn door. And then around the same time, the truck, my pickup truck, passed inspection, but it sprung a leak in the transmission line. With my back the way it was and a viciously cold weather right around Thanksgiving, I had to just let that go. Andy and I finally got it fixed and the truck's running again. The wheelbarrow, I backed into it and it twisted it, and the wheelbarrow is it's over there right now. It's a critical tool here, and a new one would cost $300 maybe, a good one like that. And so I fixed it. It was twisted, and that was a hassle, but I got it so it's usable again. My back, yeah, I broke. The furnace had a problem with first it was the grates, and then it was the fire brick, and that's what sprung me into this. While I was working on that furnace, I thought I would deal with just what a great furnace that is. So the furnace broke, and that's really why I paused this. And then me, fixing the furnace twice, I broke, or whatever you do to your sternum, leaning into the furnace. I'd done it once before, 3 times total. The second time, I heard and felt it snap. In about 2 weeks, it was sort of okay. And then I did it a third time. Just because I didn't lay pillows and blankets as I leaned in there. It's not quite healed, but it's better. So broken things, I've talked about all that. And then finally, there's going to be a new playlist called State of the Novel.